Number 17. Which choice best provides support for the answer to the previous question? Well, let's look at the answer to the previous question. The previous question, number 16, the answer choice was B, that the last two paragraphs focus primarily on flaws in past attempts at regenerative research. So we're going to say the last answer choice was B, just to refresh our memory, and it's talking about flaws. All right, so let's look at these and see what's going on right here. Letter choice A, lines 28 through 29, right here. Historically, studies of regeneration have focused on either animals that can regenerate, like the axolotl, or those that cannot, like the mouse. And in this case, there's nothing here that's talking about flaws in past attempts at regenerative research. This sentence is just saying, historically, this is what we've done. So there's nothing here to indicate that there's any flaws. They're not saying that there's any flaws here, right? So this is out. Let's look at answer choice B, starting with in the latter on line number 29. That starts here. In the latter case, the strategy typically has been to test factors and treatments to induce regeneration. In the former, to describe cellular and molecular events associated with regeneration with the goal of understanding the mechanisms regulating regeneration. So it stops right here. Is it this right here? No, it's just still describing how it's done, right? So when you use a mouse, basically what they do is they test factors and treatments to start regeneration, and with the axolotl, they use things that inhibit regeneration, or they test factors that regulate regeneration, right? Understanding the mechanisms that regulate it. So it's not actually talking about any flaws there, right? It's just talking about what's happening. So that's not our answer. Is it letter choice C, where it says, neither approach has led to the anticipated and desired breakthrough in terms of inducing regeneration in humans? Yeah, this is actually the direct criticism of it, right? Neither of these approaches has led to the anticipated or desired breakthroughs in terms of inducing regeneration. So this is actually a flaw, because they talk about the study, what they've done, which animals they use, then they talk about how they use those animals, and then they're saying, oh, none of this has worked because they're not doing it correctly, right? So this right here is direct evidence of the flaws. But let's look at letter choice D, see what happens. Lines 38 through 39. So 38 through 39 starts right over here with because these, and that's right over here. Because these animals always regenerate, it is possible to describe how regeneration happens, but it is not possible to test whether or not a candidate factor can induce a regenerative response. So this right here is just criticizing it, right? It's criticizing it and saying that because these, or it's just telling us why it goes wrong. It's not it's not actually telling us that these studies are flawed, because the flaw would saying that it's flawed would say that, hey, it's not working, right? And this right here is actually telling us that these kinds of studies are not useful. So D is not our correct answer. It's the second best answer, but it's not the correct answer. The correct answer is C. C is the only one that tells us about flaws in past regeneration, because here it tells us in the past, these are the animals we used, here's how we use them, but neither of them have worked. That's why C is the correct answer.